everybody. Thank you so much for coming on. Um, wow, we have a lot to talk about. I'm dedicating this segment to my niece, who died last year. It's the anniversary today of myocarditis. And I was just trying to figure out what is the man dies. Please like my page, share it if you find that this. I'm sorry, that's a school bus. I'm outside, so sorry about that. But share it if you think someone can benefit from it. And I just was thinking about my niece. We were very close. She was a twin, and 6 years ago, it's been about 7 years, she lost her mom. And she lost her mom suddenly, and then she's a twin, and then she passes away last year, a year today. And I wanted to pretty much share some wonderful things about her. She loved the healthcare industry. She was just turned 40. She died of a massive heart attack. It was totally unexpected to us. Everybody was surprised in our family. And after all, we just, lost my sister like 6 years prior to that. And then here she is with her twin, and her twin is by herself, and it becomes by yourself when you're a twin, because you're always together. I just want to give her all my love, and I know that she watches over us. And I really wanted to talk about this because we've been talking about the masculine energy on steroids. You see it trending. You hear the Andrew Tates trying to give their take on what women need, and it blows me away. It blows me away that men are trying to tell us how we think. And it really blows me away that they don't stay in their lane and they're trying to tell us how we think when, and I continually tell you girls, you are the prize. You should fact check everything when it comes to masculine energy. And the reason I know it is a crisis because, and I don't know, let me know in the comments, are you as a female feeling this? I have no libido, period, nothing. After I did my Noni cleanse, and after I did everything that, if you look on my channel, and you'll see that I had a segment to do a Noni cleanse to clear out all the soul ties that are in your life. And the most interesting thing, like, nothing's going on there. I am not attracted to anyone. I don't see anyone. I'm constantly being approached, which it disgusts me. I don't understand what's going on. And this is not a haterade against men, but it's definitely something going on within their archetype. They're fiending for females. And I don't know if it's the fact that females are not, and females are not hating on men or anything. We're just really creatively working on our own crap, and we're just really trying to stay focused in what we want to do and what we see in our lives, right? And that's pretty much what we're doing. But I wanted to show you this, which really just like blew me away, because I am not seeking for any any relationship whatsoever. But I got this text. When did I get this text? Yeah, I got this text yesterday, and literally I have no libido. I do not want to be with a man because right now, and it's not that I don't want to be with a man. Someone is not. They're not. I haven't met anyone that was energetically aligned with me in my timeline, and I'm not compromising that. And if a man is not, if he's not balanced in his divine feminine and in his divine masculine, I don't want to have anything to do with it. I don't feel like babysitting. I have too many things. I'm babysitting my dog on a regular basis. I don't want to babysit a man, but it just kind of blows me away because I get this text literally today, and it's from a gentleman, and this is exactly what he said to me. He goes, Sarah, I have to be 100% honest about um, my intentions and what I want. This is what he texts me. I want to hold you every curve on every curve on you and be passionate, a passionate lover for you. And I'm going like, what is going on with men right now? Like, why are they forcing their their self on the feminine energy? And I think I spoke about this 2 years ago. I told them that we were going into crises, and we're going into a heavy crisis. See the masculine energy, but it's also going to change how the masculine energy is seen in us. Everything is changing how we are viewing the masculine energy. And I'm like I said, I am not connecting. I don't have a problem meeting men. I'm just not connecting them with them because they're physically not ready. They have a lot of work to do. Um, I always use as a illustration is that when you look at Mother Earth and you look at what's going on in our society, they all correlate. They really correlate. Think about what's going on in Maui, how that whole part of that island was burned to the ground. And now they're finding out that it was set by corporations. And what's hard to see about that is that's what's going on in the masculine and the feminine energy in real time. Yeah, if if men don't come to a place, and this is not every man, because I have my son-in-laws, and I have people in my world that are just really stand-up guys, but that's because they're being honest with themselves. That's because they are concerned about how can I be more effective as a man to my lover, and how can I give her more of the essence. And I remember my best friend, when he first came to me, he said, I want to learn to go into my heart. And we've been talking about this a lot. We've been really talking about this a lot. That how do men translate what's in here down to here? There is no way that they can translate what's in here down into here. And the reason is because they're two different emotions. They're two different feelings. This like your brain don't have emotion. It just has intellect and thought. And then, but where the emotion is and where the reaction and the connection is in the heart. And so it's kind of interesting that we're seeing all this around us. And I was just telling a friend of mine today just that I just don't feel it. Like when I saw one man about 3 months, about like 3 weeks ago maybe, maybe a month ago, and I was at the airport. And as you know, I've been traveling a lot, and I was at the airport, and he came into my elevator as I was going into the airport. And for the first time in months, I would say in about a year, that I actually felt excited somewhat. But I couldn't even talk to him because I hadn't felt that kind of energy in so long. But I really believe it's something that's going on with the mating system between the feminine and the masculine energy, because women are nesting, and they're not nesting in, back in the day, there were actually communities that were just designed for the feminine energy. And then we would bring men in to mate so we could populate. But there were many times that it was just an all-female community, because men have not, and if you think about it and you look at it historically, men haven't evolved. They haven't evolved. I'm sorry. No offense. No offense. You guys haven't evolved. You have an opportunity. You do have an opportunity. You do have an opportunity to evolve. But you guys are not evolving. You guys are angry at the evolution of the evolving of the feminine energy. And yeah, you're seeing a few of your archetypes that are evolving. But men as a whole, they're not evolving, because they are fearing to do the work, the mother healing work, the inner child work, and the reason I can speak on this is because we are, as the feminine, we are the receiver of life. And the reason women are able to know men much better than men know women, because we nurture you. And I think I talked about it last week. When a man doesn't get that crucial from infancy to 5 years, if they don't get it, they are literally handicapped when it comes to, as they get older, and how they relate to females. Women don't really have any issues with connecting with men. The problem that women have with connecting with men is they don't want to connect with a man that has issues. That's where their disconnect comes. But them meeting men or having that opportunity to walk down the street, I can walk down the street right now and somebody will blow their horn. Okay? Women don't have those problems. What women are having a problem with is there is no one to connect to right now. And then the ones that are maybe available to connect to, they're on the same journey that we're on, raising the consciousness of this reality. Because if we don't heal, the planet will not heal. If we don't see the errors of our ways, there won't be change in our society. And I'm not just saying this for the masculine energy. This is also with the feminine energy. If we do not bring about a change, we are going to continue to be disconnect. Now men are talking about bringing in cyber women. Well, they have to bring in cyber women, because women can't be bought. And women, they have intelligence and they will speak to you and they will respond to your behavior. So, of course, a man would like to have someone that will do and say as they want them to say. But there's no value in that because there is no engagement, there's no connection. But it's crazy. It's crazy that it's even on the board, that they're even talking about it. Like, we're actually talking about men getting women that are not real. That's how much they are failing within themselves. This is a direct emotion of the masculine energy. Women are not trying to seek after non-animal objects. They may have their toys, but they're not trying to get a full long human being that's not real to connect to. That's kind of interesting. And so that in itself should show you that we are in a crisis, and it is a global crisis because men don't know what to do with all this pain that lies within them. And until they acknowledge the wound that has not been healed, they will be running around with their skirts, their pants on fire, trying to tell women telling men how to get a woman when they know nothing about women. Because women don't roll like that. Women really don't roll like that. Women are looking for someone that will be a good mate, that will be gentle, that will love their children. And especially you guys out there, I'm going through this right now. You guys out there, if you are a man, and I'm just going to be straight up. I'm just going to be straight up with this. If you are a man and you got children all over the country that you haven't nurtured, that you haven't paid child support, that you haven't taken care of, the women today are not going to have it. They're just not going to have it, because they know that if you can't love your blood, the child that you created through source, and you deny access and you deny support to that child, you ain't a worthy man to be with. And it's a hard thing to say, but it is a hard fact. And a lot of men are not going to like this, but it is your duty and your responsibility to love and seek out your child. It is pivotal. And I would say to females, if you accept a man that doesn't love his children and doesn't raise his children, how will you ever know true love from that man? How would you ever know that there is true love with that man when he can't take care of his own flesh and blood? So we as women must hold ourselves accountable. And we as women, especially if you're women and you got a deadbeat husband, don't bring another deadbeat man into your reality. That's not fair to your children. That's not fair to the outcome of their growth for your children, because they will repeat your behavior on steroids. And then you'll wonder why they always choose those type of men, because they saw their mothers choose those type of men. And that's the hard truth that we're getting at right now. We really have to make a stand And those of us that know better and do better, we must encourage our young ones to know and do better. And don't let the Dusties and the Ray Rays and all those men come into your womb. Like literally. Even the ones that, and it don't matter, like they think because they got money, they not dusty. You could have money and still be dusty. It is a mindset. It's a constitution of who you are within. It don't have anything to do with economics. And so as we come to this place and we're going through this amazing awakening, it is for the man and the woman. But the beautiful thing with this, you will see, it will separate the sheep. It will separate. You will be able to see who is a sheep, who is believing the narrative. Because what is happening to Mother Earth is happening to us in real time. And the simulation of what happened into Maui and understanding that that whole situation was man-made tells you the state of our masculine energy. They didn't say woman-made, they said man-made. So that's telling you the state of our society. Is telling you where we are at in our reality and how obstinate and how narcissism has creeped into the fiber of our society. And remember, I told you that I truly believe narcissism is a demon. Narcissism cannot feel compassion. Narcissism does not care for anything. They don't care for animals, they don't care for children, they don't care for no one. And so just think what's going on. And I always ask you guys sometimes you just need to pause in life and really feel what is going on and how it's affecting us. And remember to follow, like, smash the button. So when I come on, you'll get real talk. Thank you for showing up, showing out. But we really have a dichotomy here. And it's been so hard to blog about this subject, even though everyone is talking about it. And it is a sad thing because I really appreciate those creators, because those creators are doing something that is very difficult right now. Because men, y'all being called out. We need you to wake up and get this indoctrination out of your head. Begin to live in your heart. Begin to rise up in your heart. We don't care about the things you have. We don't care about that, because we can do that. What we're looking for is essence. We're looking for change. We're looking for caring about everything around you. And this is not for everyone. But if it stings you, I would meditate, go inside, and see how can you be more effective if this really stings you. Compassion and sweetness. And to my niece, May you rest until I see you again. You guys have a good afternoon. Bye now. Thank you for showing up. Your Scorpio HER. Bye-bye.